Hey, once again, it's Dave Fields from WYRK talking about Kids Escaping Drugs. I have with me Jodie Altman. She's the Executive Director of Kids Escaping Drugs at the Renaissance Campus. You were on the campus since it first was created back in 1990. People don't know, what exactly is the Renaissance Campus, and what do you guys do for the community?
So the Renaissance Campus started out as a 30-bed residential treatment center for kids. We are now 77 beds. Substance use is our kids' primary diagnosis, so we're there to treat kids who have alcohol and drug problems in the community. So our kids on the campus, 47 of those beds are treatment beds. Those kids are ages 12 to 20, and they live with us on the average of 4 to 5 to 6 months sometimes. It could be less, could be more. It's all based on their individual need. And they get all their services with us on the campus. So they go to school with us, which is coordinated through their home schools, because that's usually a question.
So that's a big question. As a parent, my son's a freshman in high school. I'd be like, well, he's still going to learn, or is he going to be behind his classmates if he unfortunately has to go to treatment?
If anything, he's going to be ahead, because our teachers that work on the campus coordinate with their home schools. So oftentimes the kids that come to us either haven't been going to school, they've been going to school under the influence, they've been suspended from school. We're able to work with their home school district to get their work sent in so that they can finish the semester, sometimes even graduate.
Oh, very nice.
All of our kids are assigned a counselor who works with both the child and their families. A lot of people think, I just want to drop this kid off. You make this kid better and I'll pick him up in 5 months.
Yeah.
We believe that although the child is the one with the substance use disorder, the family gets sick right along with them.
Okay.
So we feel like we need to teach the families how to get well together.
Okay.
And families aren't necessarily what we think of. It's not necessarily two parents. It could be single parents, lots of grandmas and grandpas raising kids, sometimes older siblings. So we meet the family wherever they're at.
Okay.
All of our kids will have group therapy, we'll have individual therapy. And the nice part about what our campus does in addition to treating substance use is we also are able to treat mental health.
Okay.
So when I got in the field 33 years ago, you didn't treat mental health and substance use together. And we learned very, very quickly that they go hand in hand. So all of our kids have a substance use diagnosis. A large percentage of our kids have a co-occurring mental health diagnosis. So we have a social worker, a licensed mental health counselor, and a psychiatric nurse practitioner on our campus. So all of our kids have a mental health assessment, and based on those results, they get services, whether it's no services needed, meeting with the mental health counselor, or seeing the nurse practitioner.
Now, in your profession, you've been there since day one. How do you see that really help having all those services under one roof?
Well, I think having the services under one roof is a holistic approach. We're able to treat whatever the child presents with. So they present with substance use, they present with mental health. All of our kids present with trauma.
Okay.
Whether they've been a victim or a witness, there's multiple traumas. So we're able to kind of sort through everything and figure out the best course of treatment. The way it used to be is you had to go from place to place to place. And that never made sense. The kids get connected one place, why not have all the services? So we believe on our campus that we're able to provide those services, and we are the only program in town
that does it all on one campus?
that does everything.
So like, with that being said, if a parent or a grandparent or a guardian thinks a child may have an abuse, what's the process of moving him through Kids Escaping Drugs and then to the campus?
They need to call us.
Okay.
We have 2 admission counselors who will work with the families on the phone. We'll get all the collateral information, we'll do the evaluation, and then make the recommendations. Not every kid will need our services. More often than not, we're finding the kids do need our services.
Okay.
So just make the phone call. There's never a question that's too dumb or too silly. Let us determine that and let us guide you in the right place.
Now, is there a financial aid packages if a family needs to take their kid to the campus and they're like, well, I don't know if I can afford this? Is there a way that you can work with them to make sure their kid gets the treatment?
Absolutely. So in 1990, when the campus was built and open, it was to serve the population that was underserved at the time, which was either the underinsured or the families with no insurance. We have never, since 1990, denied anybody services based on ability to pay. So we take Medicaid, we take some commercial insurances, or we'll work with a sliding scale. Our job is to get your child better.
Okay.
So we'll figure out the financial piece. That should never be a deterrent.
Very nice. Now, have you seen since the creation of the campus, since 1990, a decrease in alcohol abuse with the teenagers and younger ones, or do you see this because they have an ability to get treated, that more information is being out there, that families are becoming more involved?
I don't think we see a decrease. I think, if anything, Alcohol and drug use is on the rise
Okay.
for the population that we serve. So I think our phones ring. I think we get kids into treatment. I don't think it's getting better. I think it's getting worse with
Yeah.
the availability of the substances out there, with changes in certain laws. Everything's much more accessible nowadays,
Yeah.
especially with the internet.
Exactly.
So we're
Yeah.
definitely seeing more kids getting drugs through the internet.
So with that being said, as a parent, my son's a freshman in high school. What are some things I should be looking at that could lead to possibly he may have abused drugs or alcohol that I should be on the watch out for?
Well, all of his social media. That's the first thing I'm going to
Okay.
tell you. You need to have passwords, and you need to have the ability to check whatever social media he uses. Check his phone and check it frequently.
Okay.
We encourage families, they live in your house. Yes, it's their room, but we encourage families to look through their room. But the very first
Yeah.
thing you need to do is have a conversation.
Okay.
And have an open door with your child. Let them know that they can talk to you. Let them know that if they're in trouble, or if they have a friend in trouble, or they have a concern, that they're able to come and talk with you.
Okay.
Once you open that line of communication, I'm not saying it's going to change, but let your child know you're okay
You're
with
there,
them talking to you.
So again, if somebody does have a question or they want to reach out to you, what's the easiest way to get a hold of you guys on the campus?
So our number is 716-821-0391. You can go to kev.org, and that will guide you to our treatment. Just call us.
Okay. And are you guys open 7 days a week, or you guys?
We're open 7 days. We also have other services on the campus.
Oh, okay.
We have 30 beds that right now are a reintegration or halfway house. So it's important to know that those kids live with us for whatever reason. They can't
Yeah.
go home.
Yeah.
It doesn't mean the physical home. It could be the environment, the neighborhood, the friends. So those kids get all their services off of our campus, but live with us.
Oh, nice.
So they're
Okay.
linked with substance use mental health services in the community. They go to high school, the West Seneca West High School.
Mm-hmm.
Some go to college, some work, but they have a safe place to come back to. So the idea is they've completed some level of treatment and need to reintegrate back into the community. The third piece that we're
Yeah.
getting ready to open is our stabilization or detox unit.
Okay.
So what we're finding in New York State, anybody under the age of 18 cannot get any kind of detox services.
Oh,
They go to
really?
the
Okay.
emergency room, they're given comfort meds that don't work, and they're sent away.
Yeah.
So once we open stabilization, which is going to be our 15 to 23, 24-year-olds,
Okay.
we'll be the only program in the state that offers the services.
Do you have a target date for the opening of that the department?
I'm going to say any minute, but this
Okay.
has been going on for a while.
For a
We're
while.
just waiting for the final okay.
Okay, very nice. So again, parents want to get a hold of that. We'll have the information in the blog, and again, the phone number.
716-821-0391.
Very nice. Again, talking with Jodie Altman. She's the Deputy Executive Director of Kids Escaping Drugs and the Renaissance Campus.